सदाशिवसमारम्भाम् शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ नमो भगवते वैवस्वताय मृत्यवे ब्रह्मविद्याचार्याय नचिकेतसे च। So we need to start from, I think your notes page number 17. Am I correct? Yeah. So make sure everybody has that page with you. Your notes page number 17. I presume, is anybody following the Gita Press book? Exclusively Gita Press book? Exclusively. Okay. Okay. So those of you who raised your hands just now, Rukmani ji, exclusively Gita Press book you are following. Okay.
Yes, Jaykumar ji.
Mohan Sai, etc. Okay. So Gita Press, page number 25 in my Gita Press book. Okay.
Yes.
Correct?
Correct.
Yeah. No. So let's chant that Sambandha Bhaashyam of mantra number 12. Nachiketa uvacha
नचिकेता उवाच
स्वर्गे लोके न भयं किञ्चनास्ति
स्वर्गे लोके न भयं किञ्चनास्ति
न तत्र त्वन्न जरया बिभेति
न तत्र त्वं न जरया बिभेति
उभे तीर्त्वा शनाया पिपासे
उभे तीर्त्वा शनया पिपासे
उभे तीर्त्वा शनाया पिपासे
उभे तीर्त्वा शनाय पिपासे
उभे तीर्त्वा अशनाया पिपासे
अशनाया पिपासे
शोकादिगो मोदते स्वर्गलोके
शोकातिगो मोदते स्वर्गलोके
स्वर्गे लोके न भयं किञ्चनास्ति
स्वर्गे लोके न भयं किञ्चनास्ति
न तत्र त्वं न जरया बिभेति
न तत्र त्वं न जरया बिभेति
उभे तीर्त्वा अशनाया पिपासे
उभे तीर्त्वा अशनाया पिपासे
शोकादिको मोदते स्वर्गलोके
शोकादिगो मोदते स्वर्गलोके
Yeah. So the story has moved far enough that Nachiketa's dialogue with his father was over. He went to Yamaloka. He waited there for 3 days. Yama comes back. Yama prostrates in front of Nachiketa and says that I will give you 3 boons because you stayed here for 3 days without being honored. And so Immediately, Nachiketa's first words to Yamadharmaraja, all the hello and all that, not mentioned here. First word is firstborn. Yadi ditsuhu varan. And the firstborn is what? Those are the first words. Shanta sankalpas sumana yatha syat. Mantra number 10. That is the first word he utters to Yama. So he is asking for the firstborn is what? Yat pituhu paritoshanam. Like that Shankaracharya says. He asked many things. And then he says, this is my firstborn. Very intelligent way of asking. He ensured that his father will be happy. He ensured in that bone that I'm going to go back to Bhuloka. And he ensured that I'm going to go back to Bhuloka in that same form. And he ensured so many things in just this one bone. We saw that. Number 10, he asked. Number 11, Yamadharmaraja responds and says, Tathastu. Okay. Now, Shankaracharya is giving the Sambandha Bhaashyam to number 12. And he says, now Nachiketaha Uvacha. Previously it was not Nachiketaha Uvacha. That is why Shankaracharya is saying this. Previously it was what? Mrityuhu Uvacha. Okay, which is what Shankaracharya had said earlier also. So, Nachiketa Uvacha. Nachiketa said the following words. And 12 and 13 is going to refer to his request, his second bone, 12 and 13. He is going to ask for the means to go to Swargaloka. He's saying that, back in earth, these people are not happy. And happy people also want to go to Swargaloka. And unhappy people also want to go to Swargaloka. So Swarga is very popular. And so you need to tell me, I want to hear from you how to go to Swargaloka. This is his request. In 13, he's going to say that. In 12, he's going to give him, Nachiketa is going to give Yamadharmaraja a description of Swargaloka. It is supposed to be other way around. Okay, but here Nachiketa is saying, I know about Swargaloka, you don't have to tell me, and I'll tell you what it is, and that's Swargaloka. Okay, you have to tell me how to get there. That is what he's going to say. So here he's saying, Bhayam kinchanasti, there is no fear, Swarge loke, in Swargaloka, they don't have fear, it seems. And then Nat tatra tvam na jaraya bibheti. You're not there. People are not afraid of death in Swargaloka. And that's a pretty good thing, I think. I think that's there is such a word like that, they say, which is good. And then Jaraya Bibeti. Jara means old age. There is no fear of old age. Old age and death, these are the two things we're all afraid of. So that's what he says. It is not there. What is there in Bhuloka is not there in Swargaloka. These main things which cause fear. Okay. Ubhe tirtva ashanaya pipase. Hunger and thirst also not there, it seems. According to Nachiketa. No hunger, no thirst. This is just fantastic life. And then Shokadigo modate Swargaloka. This is how Swargaloka is. Shokatikaha, free from sorrow, they enjoy life in Swargaloka. This is just a description of Swargaloka, that's all. He's not asking anything, nothing, just a description. So, that's the gist of the shloka. Now let's read the Bhaashyam. Who is next? Who is next? Yeah. Swarge loke rogadi nimittam bhayam kinchana kinchidapi nasti
na asti
nacha tatra tvam mrityo sahasa prabhavaha
mrutyo sahasa prabhavaha
yato jaraya yuktaha
yato jaraya yuktaha
iha lokavat
iha lokavata
tvattaha na bibheti
tvattaha na bibheti
kutaschit tatra.
कुतश्चित् तत्र
किञ्च
किञ्च
उभे अशनाया पिपासे
उभे अशनाया पिपासे
तीर्त्वा अतिक्रम्य
तीर्त्वा अतिक्रम्य
शोकम् अतीत्य गच्छति
शोकम् अतीत्य गच्छति
इति शोकातिगः
इति शोकातिगः
सन्
सन्
मानसेन दुःखेन.
मानसेन दुःखेन.
The next word in the notes you have cha, which is not there in the Gita Press book, which is not there in the Sringeri reading. And so you can scratch off the word cha afterwards. Varjitaha
वर्जितः
modate hrishyati
मोदते हृष्यति
swargaloke divye.
स्वर्गलोके दिव्ये.
So I hope if you are following the Gita Press book, I hope you have circled the Mula Shabdas, okay, Swargaloke ityadi, okay. So Shankaracharya is beginning to explain the mantra, Swargaloke. And he doesn't explain what Swargaloke is. He doesn't say anything. The next word, Rogadi Nimittam, is explaining Bhayam. It's explaining Bhayam, okay. Swargaloke Bhayam Kinchana Nasti. Na asti, not there. Okay, what is not there? Bhayam nasti. Bhayam nasti. There is no fear. Where is there no fear? Swargaloke. Swarge loke. Swargaloke. Bhayam nasti. And what kind of bhayam? And rogadi nimittam. Shankaracharya says. Rogadi nimittam. On account of disease, etc. Disease, etc. He doesn't want to tell us anymore. He just says, etc. Means you fill up the blanks. You know what all the fears that you have, and artha kama, artha fear, all kinds of artha fear is there, relationship fear is there, and fear of not getting the promotion, fear of this, fear of that, everything, fear of disease is given here. So rogadi nimittam bhayam, all kinds of fears. And kinchana, kinchana means what? Kinchidapi, not even an iota, not even slightly, never, not there, not even in dream. Maybe I'll be afraid, you know, some nightmare can come. Maybe you don't have to sleep in Swarga also. I don't know. So Nachiketa doesn't give us all the details, but some elsewhere they will give details. So, no, doesn't matter. Even if you sleep, you can have a very good sleep. Okay. Kinchidapi nasti. Swarge loke bhayam. Okay. And then, na cha tatra tvam sahasa mrityo prabhavasi. We are going to put a full stop there at prabhavasi. I said prabhavaha when we chanted, that is wrong. It has to be prabhavasi. And then ataha. So we did not chant correctly that time, okay? Prabhavasi. Madhyama Purusha Ekavachanam. Lat Parasmaipadi. Okay? So prabhavasi is the verb there. We are putting a full stop there, okay? Prabhavasi after. Okay, prabhavasi. You make your prabhavasi, you exist. Prabhavasi, exist. You make your presence felt. Prabhavasi. Okay, tvam prabhavasi. Tvam tatra na prabhavasi. You are not present in Swargaloka. Okay, you don't have a say in Swargaloka. In Bhuloka, you have a say. You have a big say, final say, in fact. But in Swargaloka, hey Mrityo, okay, he says, Shankaracharya adds these words, hey Mrityo, tvam tatra cha na prabhavasi. Okay, and sahasa. Sahasa means what? Akasmat, suddenly. In Bhuloka, you appear suddenly. You are not there at all. And suddenly you appear without giving any warning, any notice. Okay, Shankaracharya is just Look at his Sahasa. Sahasa. See, this appearing suddenly, that's also a problem. See, we may not be afraid of death, but at least you should give us some advance notice. This is your appointment and all that. But I don't know whether that is good or not. Also, I'm not sure. Okay, because I'll be constantly worrying about that day. Oh, one more day, one more day. Oh my God, oh my God. So I even this joke also I can't enjoy. So therefore, I think Bhagavan knows it all, and so there's no need to second guess that. Okay. So nacha tatratvam sahasa he mrityo prabhavasi. Okay, you're not present there at all. And but does it mean that you go to heaven and then you simply be there forever? Heaven is not anityam. We know that Krishna has said that shine punye martilokam vishanti. So after the punyam is exhausted, okay, that currency is over, then martilokam vishanti. You end up in some kind of martiloka like this bhuloka. Okay, world of mortals. He says that. So that means what? It means just like you went to heaven, in heaven and all these childhood issues and all will not be there. We are not going to be a child learning to walk and then fall down, learning to walk and then cry, amma, amma, and all that, breaking your leg and all that. No. All those issues will not be there. Neither parents will be worried about children, nor children have to do all these things. Childhood itself is not there. Swargaloka. All the childhood problems, teenage problems, this, that, nothing. Swarga means free of all this. Therefore, you're just born there and then that's it, ready to enjoy. Complete, full enjoyment. Kartrutvam is there, Bhoktrutvam is there, and go for it. That is Swarga. And so then what happened? How am I going to end my stay in Swarga? Just like you appeared, you will just disappear like that. Yama did not come. Yama's intervention is not needed. All this extended hospital stay and spending lakhs and lakhs of rupees, all that not there at all. And so it's all clean. Okay. That's what Nachiketa is telling Yama. Okay. And then Ataha, the next word there is Ataha, right? Prabhavasi, full stop. And then Ataha. Ataha. Therefore, Jaraya na bibeti. That is the moolam, right? Jaraya na bibeti. Kutaschit tatra. There is full stop after tatra. Okay. Na bibeti. No fear. No fear is there. No fear. Does not fear. That is the meaning. He does not fear. The karta is not given here. He means what? The person who goes to Swargaloka does not have any fear. Does not have any fear. And then Jaraya. Fear of old age is not there. That's what he's saying. And Tatra. Tatra means Swargaloke. Kutaschit again means what? Never. There's no fear. And then Shankara is doing something here. Okay? Very interesting. Sanskrit students will appreciate this. This fear is always of something, right? Of something. In Sanskrit, it's Panchami Vibhakti. Fear, this bhi dhatu governs Panchami Vibhakti. Fifth case. But Jaraya is what? Jara is old age. Correct? Jara is old age. Jaraya is Tritiya Vibhakti. Yes or no? Tritiya. Third case. So Shankara is saying that won't be, let's make it perfect. And so Jaraya Yuktaha Iha Lokavat Tvattaha na Bhibeti. Tvattaha na Bhibeti means what? From you they are not afraid. Tvattaha is Panchami case. Panchami. He brings Panchami there, okay, and then completes the sentence. Tvattaha na Bhibeti. They have no fear of you there. And then Jaraya Yuktaha Iha Lokavat. Like in this world, Iha Lokavat, like in this world means he's referring to Bhuloka, although he's not in Bhuloka, okay. Iha Lokavat, Shankara is telling us. Nachiketa is not telling Yama, okay. Shankara is telling us Iha Lokavat, correct? Iha Lokavat, like this world, Jaraya Yuktaha. Unlike what happens in this world and being a victim of old age, Jaraya Yuktaha. And then once I am a victim of old age, then the next thing is death only. Therefore, Tvattaha, hey Mrityu, they are not afraid of you. on account of old age. Okay. Unlike what happens in this world, like that Shankara is telling us. Okay, there's just a little Sanskrit there.
Guruji, what is Tvattaha?
Tvattaha means from you, fear of you. Yama is the only one I'm afraid of. Tvattaha means of you.
And what is yuktaha?
Yuktaha, jaraya yuktaha. Associated with, little meaning, associated with old age. Associated. In this world, we are associated with old age. Means what? Old age is waiting for us. If I say I'm not old, it's waiting for us. Waiting to join me. You know, we're all good friends. They say, don't worry. Spend your time now, spend your time wisely. I'm going to come. That is what Jaraya Yuktaha means. Yeah, Hema Shankar.
Guruji, Tatra Tvam Na Sahasa Prabhavasi, it is given there. But again, in the next line, Na Tatra Tvam Mrityo Sahasa Prabhavasi. The first one you said is addressed to Mrityu, isn't it?
Yeah.
Nachiketas tells Mrityu that you have no say or you have no presence there. That
Right.
means you are not there.
Right.
But why in the second, na cha tatra tvam mrityo sahasa prabhavasi? Why mrityo this come?
Hey Mrityo. Hey Mrityo. Sambodhana.
Sambodhana. Okay, got it.
Can you explain once more this nacha tatra means nacha tatra?
Tatra means there. There. There means where?
In Swarga.
Correct. Swarga. Nacha tatra. Nacha tatra. Because he is assuming that Nachiketa is assuming Yamaloka is not Swargaloka.
Yeah.
I think it's a reasonable assumption. Yamaloka, it may be a good loka, we don't know, but nobody says I want to go to Yamaloka. They want to go to Swarga. So tatra. Tatra means a place that is different.
And sahasa means?
Akasmat, suddenly, without any notice. Okay? All right?
Yeah.
Okay. Hema Shankar.
See, in fact, before you could explain, I had asked about the double negative there. Na tatra tvam na jaraya vibheti. I asked the question too fast. Then I saw the explanation. So kindly ignore my chat question. Now I understood the double negative. I took it as double negative. Na tatratvam na jaraya vibheti. So na tatratvam, that means you are no longer there. You are not there.
Correct.
And then the explanation is given later.
Right.
But I asked my question too fast.
Right.
Kshamyata.
Okay, all right. Next sentence. We are going to the next sentence, okay? Kincha ubhe ashanaya pipase tirtva atikramya shokam atite gacchati iti shokatikaha san manasena dukkhena varjitaha modate krishyati swargaloke divye. Okay, it's a long sentence, but we'll navigate that, okay, without putting any numbers. Kincha, moreover, and I have more information about Swargaloka. Moreover, okay, Ubhe Ashanaya Pipase Tirthva. Ashana means hunger. Pipasa means thirst. Hunger and thirst, these are the ones the body is constantly demanding. And so, this demand, Tirthva, having transcended that, means there is no Ashana, there is no Pipasa. Okay? Tirtha, having crossed over, atikramya, Shankaracharya says. Atikramya means having, now it's a past history. This hunger and thirst is past history. And so having crossed over that, ubhe means both. Ubhe, both. Having transcended both hunger and thirst, having crossed over both hunger and thirst, moreover, Okay. Shokadikaha bhavati. Shokadikaha. So what is Shokadikaha? Shankaracharya is explaining by saying Shokam atitya gacchati iti Shokadikaha. One who crosses over sorrow. Shokam atitya gacchati. One who has crossed over sorrow also. Previously he said hunger and thirst. Hunger and thirst is physical. Here shokadikaha is not physical, it's emotional. Okay, it's meant related to the mind. And therefore Shankara says shokadikaha sun means being. Being free from sorrow or being freed from sorrow. And then Shankara adds manasena dukkhena varjitaha. He's saying shokadikaha means what? Free varjitaha from manasena dukkhena. From this mental sorrow. Okay, dukkhena need not be mental, but dukkha is all mental. Without the mind, there is no dukkha anywhere. And so that physical pain is not there. This emotional pain is also not there. Both having crossed over all these things, Shankara now Nachiketa is going to say, modate hrishyati. Modate. In Shankara saying hrishyati, rejoices, enjoys. And where enjoys? Swargaloke, divye. Divya is another word for Swargaha. Swargaloke, divye. Heavenly, Jyotanatmakam, divdhatu. And so in a place where there is only joy, pure joy. Bhoktru prapanchaha. That is the type of word. So having crossed over this hunger and thirst and all kinds of emotional pain, they will just enjoy. Or he enjoys, in fact, better, singular, hrishyati, ekavachana. So he, who is he? That person who has gone to Swarga enjoys. The Artha is not given here. Okay, who enjoys? Nachiketa doesn't say. Says that person who is interested in going to heaven and reaches heaven. Okay?
Guruji, what does atikramya mean?
Atikramya means crossed over, transcended. Right, Adhikramya, which Tirtva. So Shankaracharya is giving a meaning for the word Tirtva, which is Tirtva is what? Tarati, crossing. You know, Tairna, Hindi mein bolte hai na, Tairna. So crossing, swimming over. After having swimmed over this problem of hunger and thirst. Okay? Atikram, Lyabanta for Sanskrit students. Because there is Upasarga.
Mahodaya, what is Varjitaha?
Varjitaha, free of, absent of, bereft of. So bereft of what? Manasena dukkhena. Free of emotional pain, mental sorrow. Okay? Varjitaha. So here I had a classmate called Praveen Bhatt who was studying in the ashram. So he used to give an example. See, everything is fine and still you want more. Like in a movie, go to movie. Movie is great, you're enjoying the movie, all right. But then you still want popcorn and coke. Without popcorn and coke, enjoyable movie is still not really that enjoyable. I want that also. Yeah. So that is how you will get everything there. that is what Praveen Bhaji is saying. Okay. And
Mahodaya, what is Hrishyati mean?
enjoys. Who asked this question?
Shri Vidya.
Okay. Modate. You know, in Tamil, this mod has become pramadam. They say pramada. Pramada in Sanskrit means tragedy. Tragedy. And here we use the word pramada for saying it's great. Great. So something must have happened somewhere. So this sorrow is important. See what happens. That suppose if the place is great, You're enjoying life, okay? But you know what will happen? Suppose you are working in a company. The company is sent you to a conference to Kashmir, because now Kashmir is opened up. People are all going there, and so this corporate conference is happening in near Srinagar somewhere resort, and then you go there, and then it's all snow-capped mountains you can see. And you're coming from Chennai. Chennai, there's no mountain. Forget about snow-capped. And then there is only this concrete jungle is there, and you're sweating all the time. And you go to Kashmir and you say, there's no breath. You even breathe. You're not able to breathe because it's so stunning. Then you're enjoying it. All friends are all there. You're enjoying. Suddenly you become sad. You know why? Oh, I wish my family was here. I wish my wife and children were here to enjoy this beauty. How can I enjoy the beauty without them? Correct? No problem with Kashmir. No problem with snow-capped mountains. Weather is great. Okay, everything is there. Food is there. Everything is there for you. Because conference means food has to be flowing, right? Otherwise, there's no conference these days. They won't say, hey, but food, you have to buy your own food. I mean, I've not seen that kind of a conference these days. But like that. So everything is available. But I can be sad. I can become sad. Within a second, I can become sad. So all these things we have to keep in mind when the description is given. So what is the summary of this shloka? Summary is that it's a prelude to Nachiketa asking the second boon. He's going to ask the means to get to Swargaloka, but before that, Nachiketa is just preparing the ground. This is the Swargaloka I've heard of, and he's just describing that Swargaloka in a few words in this mantra. Okay?
Guruji, one
Yeah.
quick question.
Yeah.
In the when you say Modade, isn't it a Chadurthi Vibhakti we have to use?
What is Chaturthi Vibhakti again?
You know, Modate, when you say like Ramaya, Modagam, Modate, or we always say to him, right? When you learn Sanskrit, that's what it's Modagam, that always Modade comes with
Ruch dhatu.
Ruch.
Bhaashyam Sanskritam rochate. I like Sanskritam. Okay. Bhaashyam Modakam rochate. So there is fourth case, but Modate I have not heard like that. Okay. Rochate I've heard, but Modate I'm not sure. It's a good question. Okay. So our Hema Shankara and other experts can tell us after the class. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
We're going to move on now to Anvaya.
Guruji, this Shokatiga, Atiga means?
The Shokam Atitya Gacchati. Shankaracharya has given. Atitya, transcended, having transcended.
Okay.
Atikramya. Shokam Atitya Gacchati. One who has transcended sorrow. So, Atigaha refers to Atikramya.
So in fact, Varjida and Atika are more or less same.
Correct.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Yes.
Okay.
Different words for the same meaning. Yeah. In dhatu, atitya, in dhatu, for those Sanskrit students, in gatau, atipurvakam, in gatau, lyabanta. So, eti itaha yanti, yeshi itaha, itha, emi ivaha, imaha. So that is Parasmaipadi Natlakara for you. All right. That's why if you start asking questions like that, it will become a different class. So not bad. I think we're making some progress, I think, right? Despite all this, it's good. I am glad you're following and things like that. Okay. All right. We are doing the Anvaya of this mantra number 12 now. Okay. So I hope your eyesight is directed there. Okay. Because somebody says you're going too fast, and before I got it, we started speaking and all. So just checking. Okay. All right. Swarge loke Bhayam kinchana na asti. Full stop. Swarge loke, that nakara I'm moving forward. Bhayam kinchana na, I'm going to put the nakara now. Na asti. Full stop. Okay, everybody's following me, correct? Yeah. Kinchana na asti. Simple sentence it is. Na tatra tvam I'm going to put a word called Prabhavasi offered by Shankaracharya and then full stop. Na tatra tvam Prabhavasi. Okay, next sentence. Shankaracharya offers the word Ataha. Ataha means therefore, or I'm going to add the word therefore. Next sentence begins with therefore. Okay. Jaraya na bibheti. Jaraya na bibheti. Jaraya na bibheti. Or you can even say Jaraya yuktaha ihalokavat tvaptaha na bibheti. That also, if you want, you can say. It all depends on how many words you need to help you understand that sentence. Okay. Ataha jaraya na bibheti. That's the main sentence. Full stop. Next. Ubhe ashanaya pipase tirtva. Ubhe ashanaya pipase tirtva. Just moving the word tirtva to a bit later. Ubhe ashanaya pipase tirtva. Shokatigaha. Same word that is there in the moolam. I'm going to add two more words there. San and saha. San and saha. In brackets, I'm adding those two words. Shokadikaha, san, the being freed from sorrow. Saha modate swargaloke. Or saha swargaloke modate. Ubhe ashanaya pipase tirtva shokatigaha san saha swargaloke modate. Yeah, Anirudh.
Guruji is slightly maybe quibbling, but Varjita I thought was exclusion, as in Dhumrapan Varjit, no smoking. That is, so we are saying that in Swarga, one transcends hunger and thirst, and Shokatiga is completely excluded. So transcend the physical and exclude the mental. I'm just going literally. Sorry, I'm again quibbling.
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Exclude means what? It's not there. The point of it is not there. Shoka is not there. You exclude it or keep it away, or you all that. It's our language. That's all. There is no shoka there. Yeah, shokati. Oh, this Dhumrapan Varjit airports, they say all this.
No, that is why you have told bereft. That is without.
Yeah, without bereft. Correct.
Yeah, sorry.
Correct. Okay, we are ready to chant mantra number 30. Okay, Swapna is there. Satvamagnim
Satvamagnim
Swargyamadhyeshi mrityo
Swargyamadhyeshi mrityo
Prabruhitvam
Prabruhitvam
Shraddhadanaya Mahyam
Shraddadhanaya Mahyam
Swargaloka Amritatvam Bhajante
Swargaloka Amritatvam Bhajante
Yetad Dvitiyena Vrine Varena.
Etad dvitiyena vrine varena.
Again. Satvamagnim Swargyamadhyeshi mrityo
Satvamagnim swargyamadhyeshi mrityo
Mahodaya, excuse me, I don't see those words.
It's a Moola mantra, Prasad ji.
Are you looking at the Moolam? 113. We are looking at mantra number 13. I don't have the notes with me. I'm looking at Gita Press. Does the notes have Mula Mantram?
Page number 18.
Page number 18 on top, Haraprasad ji.
No.
Okay. Sattvam swargya madhyeshi mrityo.
Sattvam swargya madhyeshi mrityo.
Prabruhi tvam shraddhadhanaya mahyam.
Prabruhi tvam shraddhadhanaya mahyam.
Swargaloka amritatvam bhajante.
Swargaloka amritatvam bhajante.
Etadvitiyena vrine varena.
Etadvitiyena vrine varena.
Yeah. Yeah. So he is asking for that ritual. Agni. The word Agni there refers to what? That ritual. Agni karyam. That Agni karma. Agni karma. You teach me, hey Mrityo. That's what he's saying. And he is assuming that Yama knows the ritual, right? He is assuming Yama Dharmaraja. He is all knowing. For us, all devatas are all knowing. So he has no problem asking the question. And Yamas doesn't say anything. He says, I'm ready to tell you. Be ready, he's going to say later. So I think here also Nachiketa's assumption is true. And he's obviously, this boy knows a lot. For 5 years old, okay, he's way ahead, way ahead, okay. And so he praised the heaven before. Now he's going to ask for this particular vara, this boon, but through this shloka. Okay, let's see what that is. So the next person can be ready to chant the Bhaashyam. Evam guna visishtasya Swargalokasya Prapti sadhana bhutam Agnim Swargyam Tattvam. So in the PDF Gita Press, the word Swargyam is missing.
Yeah.
Add Swargyam after Agnim before Sa. Agnim Swargyam Tattvam Mrityuhu Adhyeshi Smarasi Janasi Ityarthaha. He Mrityo Yataha Tvam Prabruhi Kathaya Shraddadhanaya Shraddhavate Mahyam Swargarthine Yenagnina Chitena Swargalokaha Swargaha Lokaha Yeshante Swargalokaha Swargaha Lokaha Yeshante Swargalokaha That is Swargaha. Sandhi. Due to Sandhi, it looks like Swargo.
Okay.
Swargaha. Swargaha becomes Swargo. Okay, Ekavachanam. Yajamanaha Amritatvam amaranatam.
Amritatvam amaranatam.
Devatvam.
Devatvam.
Bhajante prapnuvanti.
Bhajante prapnuvanti.
Tadetat.
Tadetat.
Agni vijnanam.
Agni vijnanam.
Dvitiyena varena vrine.
Dvitiyena varena vrine.
Good.
Guruji, yes, transcended, but I didn't get my chance. V has come already. Vijay.
It's okay. Next you can do.
Okay.
So we transcended you, huh?
Even me too, Guruji.
Oh. Okay.
I also didn't get.
Okay. So we'll take care of it. Yeah.
Rukmini did last week. Oh, okay. Okay. I think Bhagavad Gita and Kathopanishad are too close to each other.
It's causing confusion which way.
I think one of you we need a volunteer to manage. So I think we can't assign all of this to Narayan and Vijay. Let me know after class if somebody wants to volunteer to keep track of this order. Okay. Agnim Swargyam Saha Tvam Adhyeshi. That is the main sentence. Adhyeshi is a verb there. Okay, Adhyeshi. And Shankaracharya helps us by saying Adhyeshi means Smarasi. Smarasi means Janasi. So at least one of these three words we should know. That's what Shankaracharya is assuming. Janasi, you know. Madhyama Purusha Ekavachanam Nyadatu. Okay. Lat Lakaraha Parasmaipadi. So Janasi, that I know. Tvam Janasi. Janasi itself means Tvam. So in the Moolam itself, Tvam is there. So Tvam Janasi. You know. Tvam. Okay. Adhyeshi Smarasi Janat. Okay, this construct. Okay. Saha. Sahatvam mrityuhu adhyeshi janasi. Correct? Sahatvam. What is this? Tvam is coming, Saha is coming in the same sentence. We've studied a lot of Sanskrit, over the last so many years. And Saha and Tvam, have you constructed a sentence with Saha and Tvam in the same sentence? No. Here, Saha. You know what he's saying? Nachiketa is saying, Saha. Who Saha? Saha mrityuhu. That mrityuhu. And then Maniprabha says Saha means Sarvaloka Prasiddhaha. That mrityu, that everybody knows. None other than you. You, none other than that mrityu. Correct? You, that mrityu that we all know of. Okay, you must know this. You must know the way to get to heaven. Okay, you must know. So that you, okay. You, that Yama, Saha Mrityuhu, Adhyeshi, Smarasi, you know. And what do you know? Swargyam Agnim. Agnim, first Agni. You know the Agni. That ritual you know. And what kind of ritual do you know? Swargyam. Swargyam. Okay. Then Swargyam, Shankaracharya explains Swargyam. He says, Swargalokasya prapti sadhana bhutam. That Agni karma, that ritual, which is going to involve Agni, of course, we all know that. And then what is that Agni? It is Swargalokasya prapti sadhana bhutam. It is a means for gaining Swargaloka. It's a means for reaching Swargaloka. Prapti sadhana bhutam. It is of the nature of the means of gaining Swargaloka. That is the meaning of that. And then, what kind of Swargaloka? Shankaracharya helps us. Evam guna vishishtasya swargasya. Swargalokasya. Evam guna vishishtasya. Evam guna vishishtasya. Swargaloka, which has the attributes which have just been described. Evam guna. Just been described. Described by whom? Nachiketa. When? In the previous shloka. We just finished that. Okay. So we should ask what kind of Swargaloka. Evam guna vishishtasya. Attributes. Qualified by the attributes described by Nachiketa in the previous shloka. And what are those attributes? We have to go back to the previous shloka and we have to look at this. Swarge loke na bhayam kinchanati bhayam. Bhayam is an attribute. Kinchanasti. Na tatra tvam. You are not there. Na jaraya bibeti. No fear of old age. And then ubhe tirtva ashanaya pipase. There is no hunger and thirst. And then chokadikaha. There is no sorrow also. All these attributes. That swarga, okay, that kind of swarga, Shankaracharya says, evam guna vishishtasya, okay, vishishtasya swargasya agni karyam swargyam tvam adhyeshi, you know. Okay, we are putting a full stop there after ityarthaha. We're going to put a full stop. That is the meaning, like that Shankaracharya says. See how Shankaracharya is kind of telling us slowly. I won't say spoon feeding, but he understands we need to know all this. And so he's ityartaha. That's what is the meaning of that. He's saying full stop. Then he mrityu. We're moving on to the next sentence now. After putting a full stop that is not there in the Gita press book, I think. Let's see. Correct. There is a comma here. And so we're putting a full stop. I don't know about the notes. I'm not looking at your notes. He mrityu. Tvam prabruhi, that is the main sentence. Tvam prabruhi. Prabruhi is a verb. You tell. Prabruhi means Shankaracharya says kathaya. Kathaya. You tell me. Kathaya. Kathaya. Very significant words here. Bruhi means tell. Okay. Prabruhi. Prakarshena bruhi. Tell me clearly. Tell me all the details. Don't think I'm some kind of a boy, a 5-year-old boy coming here and then having some kind of an imaginary dialogue. And you know, kids also ask all kinds of questions. Sometimes they look very profound, but without knowing, they ask all these profound questions. No. Prabhuhi. I'm crystal clear about what I want. And this Svargaloka is there, and I know about that also, and I want to know the ritual. And you may think that, oh, how is he going to remember all this? Don't worry about all that. I will prove it to you, but you tell me, Prabhu. Therefore, Shankaracharya says, Kathaya. Kathaya means narrate the whole thing. Don't say you call 5 priests and then you do this Agni Kunda and then it will take you a day and then after that you have to give dakshina. No. That is the Sankshepa Ramayana. Iche, kotte, teche, like that, you know, there is in 5 words, Ramayana will be gone. No, not like that. And, so, you know, Ushtarkamiti Yaga was done, then they went to the forest, then Ravana came, took Sita, then he went there, got Sita, and then he became king. That is Ramayana, right? Don't tell me like that, okay? Prabhuki. And then, to whom should you tell this? Shraddha Dhana, yeah. Mahyam, to me only. Mahyam means to me. To me you should tell me. And who am I? Swargarthine. Swargarthi. I am a Swargarthi. Means what? I am desirous of Swarga. I am desirous of Swarga. Now, when we read the next mantra only, means the third boon, only then we will know this boy is not interested in his own going to Swarga, but for other people's going to Swarga. So the first boon is for the father. Second boon is for people at large, humanity. Third boon I'll reserve for myself later. Okay, that's his approach here. Okay, so Mahyam, Swargarthine, and also Shraddha Dhanaya. I have a lot of Shraddha in all this. For me, this is all very serious stuff. Okay, I have Shraddha in this, and therefore Shankara is saying Shraddhavate. Shraddhavan, Shraddhavan, Labate Jnanam. That Shraddhavan. Chaturthi Vibhakti Shraddhavate. So Shraddha Dhanaya. One who has Shraddha, one who is filled with Shraddha in all these matters. Okay. To that person, you please tell me, He Mrityo. Yataha. There is a word called Yataha. In your notebook, there is a misprint. It says Tataha, I think. Correct? It says Tataha. You scratch it off and say Yataha. Yataha. Yataha literally means because, and here Gopala Yatindra Tikakara says Ataha. He says it must be Ataha. Read Yataha as Ataha. And why do you make a change like this? Because oftentimes this is you will find Yataha Ataha also in many of the Bhashyams. You will say Yataha Ataha. Because of that, therefore. The because and therefore will come almost next to each other in many of this. And so that ataha could have been missed or is understood. So ataha must be within brackets. I put the word ataha. Okay. Ataha means therefore. Therefore you tell me all this. Well, therefore means wherefore. Why? Because of what? Go back to the previous sentence. You know the entire Agni, that ritual which will take one to Swargaloka. Therefore, you tell me. You know all the details, therefore you tell me. You are the right person to tell me this. Nobody in earth seems to know this properly, and they're doing all these shortcuts, and you are the right person. Okay? Yeah, Hema Shankar. Okay?
In what way yataha and ataha more appropriate than tataha?
Yeah. See,
yataha, tataha also it is given. I mean, it's a combination. Because of that, and hence, and ataha, in what way ataha is more.
Ask me this question in satsang, okay? Okay, if you don't mind. Thank you. Good question, don't mind. Okay. Next, we're going to move on. Okay?
This prapti sadhana bhutam. Bhutam means?
Of the nature of. Of the nature of. Sadhana means prapti of gaining, prapti, swarga. Gaining what? Swarga. Of the nature, of the means of gaining swarga. In Sanskrit, you have to go from the end to the beginning, you know. And so like that. So it's a very interesting way of presenting. Prapti sadhana bhutam. Prapti sadhanam he could have said. Prapti sadhanam, means for going to Swarga, he could have said. There may be many means of going to Swarga. So this is also of the nature of means of getting to Swarga. Okay, good. Good questions. Okay, we're going to the next sentence. Okay. Yenagnina chitena Swargalokaha, Swargaha, Lokaha, Yeshante, Swargalokaha, Yajamanaha, Amritattvam, Amaranatam, Devatvam, Bhajante, Prapnuvanti. We're going to put a full stop there at Prapnuvanti. Okay. Verb here is Bhajante. Bhajante. And that is from the Moolam. Upanishad says Bhajante. Shankaracharya says Prapnuvanti. A word that we can immediately relate to. Prapnuvanti. They gain. They gain. Prapnuvanti. Bhaj sevayam. So there it is Atmanepadi, Prapnuvanti, Parasmaipadi. Okay, that is irrelevant. See, when I say some Sanskrit details, those who are not interested in Sanskrit or not studying Sanskrit need not be intimidated, etc. Okay? You don't need to know all these things. Atmanepadi, Parasmaipadi, Lattu, Yuttu, Lat. We people are crazy people. We use all these words. But this moksha and this grammar, there's no need. No, you can become an expert in Kathopanishad without all these luts and luts. Okay? But if you have to teach, you have to know a little more than what is there in these translations. Okay, and so I am just saying it because there are other people in the class who are very knowledgeable in these things. So occasionally I may feel like saying it. That's all. So you will learn to filter out all these things. Some of you. Okay. So bhajante prapnuvanti. They gain. Okay, they gain. And who gains? Who gains? Or rather, okay, what? Okay, who gains? Let's stick with who gains. Swargalokaha. One meaning of Swargalokaha is the heaven, the worlds, the Swargas. Swargas is Swargalokaha. But here that is not the meaning. Shankaracharya says here the meaning is people who live in Swargaloka are called Swargalokaha. Okay, Swargaha, Lokaha, Yesham te Swargalokaha. Those for whom their loka is Swarga are called Swargalokaha. Those for whom those whose world is Swarga is called Swargaloka. Means the denizens, the citizens of Swargaloka are called as Swargalokaha. Correct? That's what he said that. And they are also Yajamanaha. They are also called Yajamanaha, Shankaracharya says here. Why? Because they are the ones who are going to be doing this ritual. And the person who does the ritual is called Yajamanaha. And therefore, Yajamanaha. So, Yaj is Shanachi. Okay, Yajamanaha. And they bhajante. Yajamanaha, Swargalokaha bhajante prapnuvanti. They gain. What do these people who do this ritual gain? Hey, amrutatvam. Amrutatvam they gain. Shankaracharya says, amaranatam devatvam. Amrutatvam, of the nature of amrita, of the nature of immortality. Freedom from death. Amaranatam. Shankaracharya clarifies. Amaranatam. Marana is death. Amarana means not death. Amaranatam is the quality of no death. Deathlessness. Freedom from death. And devatvam, as good as being a deva. Devatvam. Shankaracharya adds that word. Okay. They gain. Swargalokaha gain amritatvam, immortality. Okay. Now, do you know very well that Shine Punye Marchalokam Vishanti. So this is not absolute immortality. This is not moksha. This is apekshika moksha. Relative immortality. Relative immortality. Relative means for a long time you can enjoy. Long time. And you will even forget how long it was. That long it's going to be. Okay. And so, and then one more he is there. Yena agnina chitena. Yena agnina chitena. And how do these people get to this Swargaloka and gain Amritatvam? Yena agnina chitena. By that Agni, which Agni? In the previous sentence he's already said, hey, Agnim, Sattvam Agnim, that Agnina, by that Agni, Chitena, by the performance of that Agni, that ritual, that Agni Karyam, that Homa, that Yajna. By the performance of that Agni Karyam, Yena Agnina Chitena, by which performance people go to Swarga and gain Amritatvam, relative immortality. Okay? Yena Agnina Chitena. Prapnuvanti, full stop. Then last sentence. Tad etad Agni Vijnanam Dvitiyena Varena Vrine. Well, there is Vrine. Vrine. Shankaracharya doesn't say anything. Can you guess? Anybody guess why he doesn't say anything? Yeah.
It was in the 10th.
It has come before.
Okay. In his first sloka, he also said Vrine. 10th. What is the 10th sloka? We have to go back. So he says, Etat Trayanam Pratamam Varam Vrine. He said, among these three, this is my first boon. And Shankaracharya says, Vrine Prarthaye. Shankaracharya says, I don't have to again and again give the meaning of the same word. I think you guys are smart enough to figure it out. So Vrine means Prarthaye. And so I request, I pray for, I ask for. And what do I ask for? Etad Agni Vijnanam. Tad etad Agni Vijnanam. Tad etad. Like that Sattvam, okay? Sahatvam. You, that great Yama, right? Like that here. Tad etad. That Agni Vijnanam, that Agni Karyam, which I am asking now, etad Agni Vijnanam. Vrine. Vrine. I'm asking. And Dvitiyena Varena. In the form of the second moon. As the second moon. As the second moon, I am asking you to tell me the Agni Vijnanam, the entire science behind this Agni, I want to know. Don't just think I won't understand and all that. I've seen all these things. I've even read, I've gone to Kathopanishad, I've seen all these things. Therefore, you tell me everything. Vijnanam, Agni Vijnanam, Shankaracharya says. Okay. Therefore, don't leave out any details. Tell me everything that is there. Okay. So I seek this specific knowledge of this ritual through the second moon. So yeah, summary of this mantra is very clear that you are the one who are qualified to teach me. I know that you know this. You please tell me this means to get to heaven. The Agni Karyam, Agnim Swargyam. That which will take a person who does this ritual to heaven. Okay. So we're going to do the Anvaya of this mantra, okay? Saha, within brackets if you want, you can say Sarvaloka Prasiddhaha Mrityuhu. I've added that, but it's up to you. Sarvaloka Prasiddhaha Mrityuhu, I've said. Saha, that Saha, that Yamadharmaraja, who is well known to everybody, right? Saha Loka Prasiddhaha Mrityuhu, comma, Tvam Swargyam Agnim Adhyeshi. Tvam Swargyam Agnim, I've just interchange those two words. Adhyeshi. And if you don't know what Adhyeshi is, within brackets, you can say Janasi. Janasi. Full stop. Saha Sarvaloka Prasiddhaha Mrityuhu Tvam Swargyam Agnim Adhyeshi Janasi. Next sentence begins like this. He Mrityo. The word Prabruhi, I'm going to push it for later. He Mrityo. Tvam Shraddhadanaya Mahyam Prabruhi. Okay. Tvam Shraddhadanaya Mahyam Prabruhi. Because generally the verb we try to move later. So we are moving for after a few words here. He Mrityo, Tvam Shraddhadanaya Mahyam Prabruhi, comma, I'm going to add a word now. Yena Agnina. Yena Agnina. Within brackets, Yena Agnina. Swargalokaha Amritatvam Bhajante, as is in the mantra. Swargalokaha Amritatvam Bhajante. And then a full stop. Full stop. Yetad Dvitiyena Varena Vrane. Yetad Dvitiyena Varena Vrane. And Yetad, if you want, after Yetad, you put in brackets Agni Vijnanam. That is the word Shankaracharya uses. Yetad Agni Vijnanam Dvitiyena Varena Vrane. So let's do this. Hold on to your questions till satsang, and we have a couple of minutes. Let's chant the next mantra. Okay. So somebody said Rukmini ji, and somebody else said, yeah, there you are. Mrityoho pratignyeyam.
Mrityoho pratignyeyam.
Sometimes, as I said before, okay, go ahead and mute yourself, please. Yeah. As I said, that Sambandha Bhaashyam comes after the Moola Mantra in the notebook, sometimes. Or sometimes even in the Gita Press. And so, please make a note there. Mrityoho pratignyeyam. Okay. Chanting the next mantra. Prate bravimi.
Prate bravimi.
Tadume nibodha.
Tadume nibodha.
Varjamagnim.
Swargamagnim.
Nachiketah prajanan.
Nachiketa prajanam.
Anantalokaptim.
Anantalokaptim.
Atho pratishtham.
Ato pratishtam.
Vidhitvametam.
Vidditvametam.
Nihitam guhayam.
Nihitam guhayam.
Prate bravimi tadume nibodha.
Prate bravimi tadume nibodha.
स्वर्ग्यमग्निं नचिकेतः प्रजानन्
स्वर्ग्यमग्निं नचिकेतः प्रजानन्
अनन्तलोकाप्तिमथो प्रतिष्ठाम्
अनन्तलोकाप्तिं मतो प्रतिष्ठाम्
विद्धि त्वमेतं निहितं गुहायाम्
विद्धि त्वमेतं निहितं गुहायाम्.
Yeah. So next, continuing with the next mantra. So Shankaracharya says not much, Sambandha Bhaashyam, just says what's needed, which is Mrityoho Pratignya Iyam. The way to split that is Pratignya Iyam. Okay, there's a Sandhikari in there. Okay. Iyam Mrityoho Pratignya. Iyam, this Strilingam. Pratignya. Pratignya. Pratignya means he's making a promise. And whose promise? Mrityoho pratignya. Okay. This is Yamadharmaraja's promise. Making a bold, Yamadharmaraja is making a statement because it is easy to ask. And then to fulfill it is not easy. And so, therefore, pratignya. Mrityoho pratignya. This is Yamadharmaraja is going to say this. And so he is going to tell in this one. And then in 15 again Shruti will say, Shruti will fill up the remaining words, and then 16 also continues. And so this shloka will go on for about 7 or 8 shlokas here, and not necessarily all the details of how to do the ritual, because details of how to do the ritual will run into pages and pages. And so it is talking about some of the nuances and Nachiketa's response, and then how Yama looks at that response, and again what happens. Like that, there are a few shlokas, mantras. So we will see that. We'll resume this discussion in the next class. Om Swasti Prajabhyah Paripalayantam Nyayena Margena Mahim Mahishaha. So everybody has these shlokas, right? New students. Okay. The past students, I know they have, but the new students, do they all have this?
I don't have.
Even I don't have.
So we'll resend that list of shlokas. Vijay can do that. And so that it will be easy for you to chant along with it. Om Swasti Prajabhyah Paripalayantam Nyayena Margena Mahim Mahishaha Go Brahmanebhyah Shubhamastu Nityam Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Kale Varshatu Parjanyaha Prithivi Sasya Shalini Desho Yam Kshobarahitaha Brahmana Santu Nirbhayaha Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramayaha Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhag Bhavet Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritangamaya Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Thank you.